Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and today we will be making a business website, a simple informative business website using Elementor and OceanWP, and we will be making it in a lazy way and a bit longer way also to show you guys how the Elementor widgets and stuff work, so that you could get a major idea of how this plugin is, this page builder plugin is, so that you could also make the any other website which you want. It could be your portfolio website, it could be like your store website, anything from this video. So that's how we are going to do. And also, to make a WordPress website you need a hosting. Now what's a hosting, you might ask? A hosting is a server which runs your like your website 24/7. For example, if you're making a website on your own PC, then you will have to keep it on you will have to keep the PC on for the 24 hours of your time. And even if some issue occurs in your hosting, you will have to figure it out on your own self. But what does hosting do is that it's a server. It will keep your data on it, so that any person who wants to access it will have like 24/7 access to it. So you will need to buy a hosting for it. Also you need a domain. So domain is usually free with like for 1 year, I think, from the hosting which I'm going to suggest you in a few minutes. But you could also buy a domain separately and then connect it to your hosting. For example, a domain could be considered as your name. So when someone calls your name, it like relays a message to your brain which can be considered as your hosting. And then you understand that, oh, it's he's calling me. So that's how what domain is. Domain is just a name, so that it knows that, okay, I have to send it to this hosting to show this data. So let me get started and show you which hosting, or yeah, which hosting which I prefer, hosting servers. So if you go to my site products.dmotions.art, I haven't completely made this website yet. It's still work in progress. So you could see there's like random images in the background making no sense and all. And the first thing first, you could simply go to the hostings. If it loads quicker, okay, and then there's read more. If you see TMD hosting and SiteGround hosting, you could just simply click on those, or you could simply click on the links in the description. These are the two hosting which I know, and another one which I know I haven't got an affiliate link for them is the Name Hero, which is also I like. I used TMD for 2 years. I've recently purchased Name Hero, and SiteGround I have used it for my clients. But the thing which I know about SiteGround, it is the best WordPress hosting you can find as per now. And as it's a bit costlier, I don't earn that much money to like actually pay for this, guys. So I didn't use it till now, unless I when I earn a bit much more, I'm going to switch all my hosting websites to SiteGround. So the first thing you will need is anyone. You could choose any one of this hostings for you, and all the links will be in the description. Those will be the affiliate links. If you buy from those links, I will actually get a commission for it. You will not be paying anything extra. Paying praying, I think I said praying. But you will not be paying anything extra for it. You will be paying the same price if you use my link or not. It would just give me a small commission saying that, okay, this guy suggested our hosting to one of the customers, so let's reward the guy who suggested it. That's way I can make some money, because YouTube doesn't earn anything for me. And not, I mean, I don't earn anything from YouTube. YouTube doesn't earn for me. So let's get started. First thing, you will get cloud hosting from any one of this. You could also get other hostings. You could get shared hostings and stuff. Don't go for WordPress hosting. It's similar, but we will be making WordPress host. I mean, we will be making WordPress site, but you don't need WordPress hosting for it. Just the cloud hosting is better than the shared hosting and stuff. In this, it's managed cloud. You could choose whichever you like, whichever you prefer. This from this what you call hostings. So let's get started. Okay, not managed clouds, by the way. Click web hosting. Managed clouds, you could buy it. It's also a bit costlier, but this is the one which I brought recently. Once you have brought the hosting, you will actually need to go to the cPanels. Obviously, I cannot show all three of them because everyone has their different ways, and usually it takes like 1 minute to find it. Okay, as because everyone might have different ones. Some might have their own own cPanel to install WordPress, but usually this is how it is. So you will have a cPanel access to any of these hostings. I know TMD has this cPanel. I know Name Hero has their cPanel, and I think SiteGround has their own like their own different button to install WordPress. So it just takes 1 minute to find. You could just simply Google that thing, and it's easier. So once if you have this cPanel on any other hosting, you could simply just scroll down, go to the Softcalis apps installer, click WordPress, and then click install now. Let's choose the HTTPS. S means it is secured, and for this you will need to buy SSL from the hostings which I suggested. You will actually get free SSL and free domain. I forgot to tell you guys that you will get free domain from those, and I think also 30 days like money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you could simply just refund it. So let's go to the thing which I want to install. You will choose the domain from this ones. For this one, I've created theme test. Now I haven't installed like SSL on this one yet. I'll need to manually install it, but if you have, you could just use it. Here you will add your site name. I'll call it YouTube, and this will be your tagline. So I'll just write tutorial. Now in this one, you will have an admin username and password. Make sure you don't use your username as admin or test or your site name. For example, if your site name is google.com, you will not use it Google as here. Obviously, it makes it easier for like the hackers to know. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna keep it this thing admin and pass, and then delete this website once the once the video is up. So you could simply click here to get a password here. I'll just keep it password, I can remember it. And make sure if you want to know more about how to protect your site from this stuff, I have made a video called like the security plugin. I don't remember the video call. I'll just link it in the like anywhere in the screen and in the description too. Like show you guys how you can secure it for you. So once it's done, just go and click install and wait. Also, guys, I would like to get some constructive criticism on my videos. I know I'm not the best right now. I don't also have the tools to make it the best ones, the best tutorials yet. But I would like to get some constructive criticism to understand, like, what can I improve, if I should talk slower, if I should talk clearly, if I'm doing something much more than needed, or anything would help. Okay. So once it's installed, you will get this message. Your like WordPress has been installed. So you could simply go to your site, or you could simply click the admin URL. But if you go to your site, let's say your domain is this thing, simply just go to your domain and just type /wp admin. Then type the username and type the password. Okay, once you're in the dashboard, you could simply just go to your site and see nothing's there. This is the default WordPress thingy. It shows up. The first thing first we will do is go to appearance, go to themes, click add new, and use Ocean WP, the theme which I like the best, because even in their free version you get so many features that even the other premium themes don't provide. So that's why I like to use Ocean WP and give so much like options which other premium themes wouldn't even like give you, even if you paid it for it. Let's click activate and wait. Next, let's click begin installing plugin. Let's click install. Wait for it. Okay, once it's installed, you could simply go to your dashboard and you could see a new pop-ups. Let's click run the setup wizard. Get started. And now here are demo templates. You could like choose these demo templates, or you could simply skip this step and start from like default things which are empty. But the way I like to do is I like to check this like these demos. For example, let's see, we are checking these 3 demos right now, and I would like to check the headers, because we don't care about this thing unless you want to actually, if you like this design and you actually want to use it. But I only like use this header sections to get a groundwork for my working. So this is a header, this is a header, and this is also a header, and I just like to check which one I prefer, so that I have a groundwork to work with. And even if you choose anything now, you could simply change it later on without any issues. So here's the header. If I want, let's say if I wanted to make a site with a header on the left side, I could simply just choose this one and then install it so that I have a groundwork to work with, and then like do some changes in it later on to make it the way I want. Or if I want my logo to be in the middle and left and right side, I want the text to be, or I just want this to be this way. And you could also manually make these things, by the way, in Ocean WP theme, and it doesn't take much time. It takes like 5 minutes to do this, but this helps to make a groundwork for it. So let's say I like this coach website, and you could see if I scroll, it's changed to smaller area. You will actually not get this in the free version. This effect, if as it gets smaller, you could actually make this stick by using a stick anything plugin or Ocean WP sticky header, but it will not have this animation. It will just stick to the whole website without any problems. So let's use the coach one. Let's see the coach. And if you have e-commerce website, just choose e-commerce only so that the main elements of e-commerce get installed by default. So let's click install, and then you will have to install all this stuff which are required. So let's do this. You see there's an Ocean WP sticky header for paid versions, but there's also a free one which you can use, but it will only not have any animation and stuff. It will just simply stick there. Let's activate it. Okay, once it's activated, just click import. I'm gonna speak a bit slower because I'm feeling a bit dizzy by speaking so fast for some reason. So yeah, let's import it. Once it's imported, it will give us the option to like change the logo, change the retina logo, site title. We can change the tagline. Site icon is the icon which shows here. You can see how there's the small icons here. You could choose whichever you want. This one you could change, or you could also, and everything here you can change it later. It's just showing there for making it like a groundwork for us. Once you're in the dashboard, let's visit the site and check. You can see it has been imported pretty well. The map, something, yeah, the form was actually a pro version feature, so it didn't import. And this one isn't showing, it is just a visual block. We can fix it easily. And you could see it is not sticking to the this one because it's also a pro version feature. But you could see we actually have a groundwork by default, a demo. So if you want to actually use this thing as your main business website's design, so you could use it. Simply it's not like tough to change from a, what you call, this is a sports coach, to any other website. You could simply just make it a makeup. You could simply change the text like makeup and stuff, and use the font related to it, and then add like, I don't know what's makeup stuff, but like brushes, blushes, something like this, and the beauty info step, something like this, and only adding like beauty features here. It completely changes to a makeup website or any other website you have the way you want, just by changing the images and stuff, and also using the font depending on how it is. But this way, I'm going to show you the lazy way to do it. And the lazy way to do is go to plugins, click add new. Here we will type Envato, and let's install the first one. It is Envato Elements by Envato, and let's click activate. Once it's activate, you could see there's an option called Elements. You could go here and go to free kits, and you could actually install these kits. For example, there are 2381 free individual templates. So you can get 2000 plus templates for your website to be made from this one. So that's the way we will be using the easy way to do. So you can see I'm clicking on edit with Elementor. Let's say if you don't get this option for some reason, that is edit with Elementor. Okay, don't block. Then click edit page, and then click edit with Elementor, and it will automatically start showing here on the top bar from the next time you visit that page. Now we will be actually deleting all this thing, deleting, because we don't want it. And this one is actually from OceanWP theme, so we cannot actually edit it on the Elementor this page. We will actually have to change it from appearance to customize and then change it from there. But for now, let's focus on this page. So let's go to the Envato elements. Also, Elementor also have the own free templates. You could go. This one just says Pro. You cannot install it if you don't have Pro version. Simply just click popular, and then it will show all the free versions. And there's the Hero UI kit and stuff. You could also use it. You will need to log in on their site if I'm not wrong. You see, it will take us to the next page, and it will be their Elementor sites to sign up. The second thing, this thing is which we installed, the Envato elements. Let's click that. Let's click free kits, and then you will have like so many templates. And even though if you see there's a Mediterranean restaurant website, and you could simply just check their demo by clicking preview and choosing the one which you want to see. And even though it says like what you call a restaurant website, you could simply turn it to anything. You could turn it to an art gallery website by changing the text, changing the image, and then changing the text, something like this, just like best art gallery, best designs of today. So you don't need to like focus on this being like a restaurant website, but you could simply just change it to your own will, however you want it. You just need to know that this is the way, this is the layout, this is the design I want for my website. So the first thing we will go is go to corporate and business. You could see there's a lot more options in here: IndyCafe, insurance, marketing, accounting firm, business coach, app website, professional service app website, recruitment business. So if you find something that like completely is with your taste, just choose it without any issues. Or you could, the way I like to make for my clients is I like to install like multiple of this template and only use like some elements of it. Or sometimes I've completely used a template because that's what those clients wanted, and that's what their needs were or their requirements were, and everything was getting fixed in a template. But let's say if you don't want this area, you could simply delete this and only have this area, and then use another template to use this section. So you could simply mix and match multiple templates the way you want. So the first thing I will like to install, I will be installing this kit. So let's click install and then go to the Wave kit. You will see your Wave installed kits here. Let's go in here, and then you could see in one kit there's like their home pages, multiple different types of law page for this one, about us page, about FAQ page, and many more. Let's find one which says Pro. Do we not have anything which requires Pro? Okay, you see this one says Elementor Pro is required for this template. You could simply click ignore requirement and click insert. And the way this will work is it will not import anything that requires Elementor Pro and only import everything that has in free version. For example, in this one, this form can be only imported via Elementor Pro. Unless you have like WP form, you could use it for it. But this thing can be used without Elementor Pro. So this will be imported, this will be imported, this one will be a blank area. So you could use just your form plugin like WP form or which you call WP form or contact form 7. So let's get started. Now this one you could see there are multiple ones. There's business ones, the corporate interior agency ones. And the goal for this video is just for you guys to show what Elementor is, and then you guys can make it completely your own website by just finding some inspiration and trying to make it your own way. My main goal is to show you guys what Elementor is and how you can use it to create any website. So it isn't just showing like, okay, I'm gonna create this business website, and then if someone's watching who wants to make like, let's say, a portfolio website or just a store website for some for like not business work but something else. So they should also be able to make a website by checking this tutorial that is for a business website. So that's what my like goal is, to like able to create any other website by watching this tutorial. So you see, I like this one, this tutorial, this what you call this template. So I'll just click insert template and wait for it to import. If you get an error, contact your like hosting and say to increase the like execution time and stuff. You could simply just show these guys the error that I'm getting this, and they will know that okay, I have to just increase the like limits of your website, your hosting. So as you can see, it's been imported without any issues. Now most of the time what happens is the templates will not have the right what you call font size, but it's like easier to like change and stuff. Now this is the laziest way I've been showing you till now. All you guys have to do is, okay, give me a second, it's recording. All you guys have to do is import the template, and you could simply just be like, we are ready to grow your business, and then like best in our work, best in the which business we are gonna go for. In the food business, we do everything that others don't. This is the bad like first tagline, by the way, but you could make it on your own, whichever you like. And then like type. If you just press enter, it will go to the second paragraph. So press shift enter. So it's just in second line. So it's like second line. Something like this. You could just simply change it. Now this one is the laziest way to do it. And obviously this is the one which will be also mimicking while showing you how you could actually make your own website, complete website. Okay, so let's go to pages, let's go to add new. Let's first check it here. This is the lazy way, by the way. You just have to now, okay, let me just also show you guys this before switching to the longer way. But you can see we just imported a template, and that's all the thing which we needed to do. Also there's like 2000 templates or something. Also there are like many other plugins which actually give you free templates alongside this Envato ones, so you could also use that one. You could see this one isn't actually looking good as much as I wanted. So let's go to dashboard. You can go to appearance, customize, or you could simply just choose customize from here. Okay, I want to know one thing, if I'm being clear or not. So if you guys are watching this tutorial, I would like if you guys could be like tell me if I should talk slow or if I'm not talking clear or not. So that would help me a lot to like make my next videos a bit better. So you could see this is the transparent version of what you call this header. So we will just go to this thing, we will go to the header section, go to general and choose minimal, and then you could see how this one's looking. There's the logo and there's the fonts and stuff. We wanted actually to be white to match this area, so we will simply change it to white. The only problem is the logo. So do we have anything else to like replace the logo? It seems like I'll use this thing for now. And then here you could see you will actually have to fix it depending on your needs. Like this, you could go and change the height of the header. Then there's menu. These are called the menus. We have to change the color to, let's check, green. Okay, green doesn't look good. Let's just switch to, let's say, which color is this? Let's just switch it to blue. Never mind, let's just keep it to black. It looks much better than doing this stuff. And then you could see it's simple, nice one. You could keep any logo here. Now this is called the top bar. Could simply go here. Generally, you could like disable it, or you could like what you call, you could just enable it. could only make it show on like tablets, mobiles. You will also like hide on. For example, if you hide on tablet, it will only be shown on mobile devices and PC devices. And if you just disable, it will not be shown on anything. Could change it for changing anything here. You actually have to know some code things. Even though it's easier ones, there's already imported ones. I is like icon class, and then this is the icon phone for this one, and this one is just styling and stuff. But you could simply just type also, and it will show Monday to like Thursday, Thursday, and then add your timing. Something like, obviously it's not perfectly looking good. Where should I write the timing? Because the icons made it easier for like differentiating stuffs and stuff like this. So it's better to have this one iClass iPhone, and that's all you need actually to add these elements. And then color is this color. So if we want, we can keep it, but I think I'll mostly disable it. But before we disable it, I'll just show some features, that is left social, right social, centered social, and content. Will show like around here. You see there's many more options. That's like social, if you want to show these social icons or not. You could also you could also choose anything to add here by creating a template in going by theme panels. If you go to theme panels, just skip this or allow depending what you want to do. And then if you go to my library, you could actually create new templates in here with Elementor, which I'll show how to use Elementor, and then you could figure that out, because I haven't used this, never needed to use this. But if for some reason if you want, could simply do it easily without any issues. There's also an option to choose the template so that anything that's made in that template can be like shown here. So let's just disable it for now. Next thing, the header. As you can see, there are so many options in here. There's top menu option, in which the menu is here. There's social icons here. Menu position. There should be a search bar here. No, this one is top bar, right? I haven't used this one, by the way. The top bar, never needed to use it. The full screen one is easier to understand. It's just a hamburger icon, then it gets full screen. There's the transparent version, which was the first which we saw. You see, and you could also like make it have, so okay, you will need to use the minimal word for that thing. Could actually make it something like, okay, I cannot remember it, let me try it. To have like a background color. Okay, actually you will need to okay, there it is. That's why it was confusing. You actually have to scroll it down, and you could actually have a background color in the transparent thing. So something like this. Okay, if I could just something like having a darker color and then making it something like this, you could use it for if you want to. There's like the center header, which is the logo will be in the center, and then there will be left menu. You will need to actually create two menus for it. So it's like a left menu and right menu. There's the medium one, so which is like the search icon here, the social icons here. And if I just publish and check it, you'd see you just have to publish and it will show here. For some reason the social icons aren't showing. And then there's the vertical header, which we saw here. You could actually make it closed or not. So where did it go? Closed header. So you could actually make that it only opens when you click on it. But the one we will be going is the minimal one. My throat has been gone by speaking so much. I don't know how other YouTubers do it. And you could simply change the logo, the max height of the logo and stuff. There's the menu. If you want it in the center, in the left one, not sure why it's happening like this. Maybe because there's no space, but we can already fix it by changing left padding, right padding, or changing the text. There's the drop down setting, search icon is disabled. Let's go to the social menu. We haven't enabled the social menu. Okay, yeah, we disabled it. That's why it wasn't showing. Or was it? Did we disable it? I don't think we disabled it. Then this is the mobile menu. From which starting point should the mobile menu be shown? This is the mobile menu, by the way. If you set it to 320 pixels, it will only show from 320 pixels. If you show from 1080, then anything from 1080 will be showing hamburger icon. So many options in here, guys. Could see. And mostly like blog stuffs and stuff for OceanWP is handled around here, and sidebar and stuff. But let's check the Elementor now. We talked a lot about this thing. Okay, let's update this. Go to this thing and check how the site is looking. This is how the site is looking right now. And now I will be making this website by showing how to make it in the longer way, that is making it on your own completely. So you have to go to the pages, click add new. Here you will actually use your whatever the text you want. I already have a home page, so I'll just call it home page instead. Also, if you press not this thing, control E, you could actually open this thing anywhere on your site. This is the Elementors thing, and you could simply type new page, or just instead of going into dashboard and typing or like going around here, you could simply just try new page, new post, many more stuff. So let's go and click edit with Elementor. Now you could see how there's some features showing around here which we don't want. So I'll just publish it, go to view page, and I'll just go to customize. Once we are in the customize, just go to general options, general settings, and then you could see this is the page layout we have selected. So a right sidebar is showing. I don't want it, I want the full width side section, so that's gone. Then I also don't want this to be shown, so I can simply just go to like visibility. Actually, for some reason they haven't kept it on visibility, they have kept it on style and kept it hidden. So yeah, now it's completely gone. Also, one thing I would like to show you guys is you could manually change it for OceanWP. If you go to the edit page instead of Elementor and scroll down, you get much more options here. You could choose that this page should have right sidebar, left sidebar, which sidebar should it be, if the padding should be there, shortcodes which you, if you have any, you could add there. You could choose different types of headers. So let's say if you don't want this header to be shown here, you want this to be the sidebar, or you want it to be the vertical one, you could choose it here manually for every single one. There's so many options here. You could like disable the title and stuff, the breadcrumbs, the thing which was showing there, you could manually the things, this thing, title and breadcrumbs, you could manually disable it if you only don't want it to show for like single page and stuff. You could disable the copyright area, fidget area. So many options in here depending on what you need. So let's just refresh it. Now you can see we are in the Elementor. The page we will be creating is this one. So you can see there this section is a full section here. So if I click on plus and go to this section, you could see we have created one section, but we want it to be full width. Now the reason why it's not going to full width, because we chose what you call we chose the 100% width, or we just chose the full width in customize, right? So this one is the full width as per this section, this what you call this settings. So let me show which one I'm saying about. If I go to general option, go to general settings, you see I've chosen full width instead of 100% full width. You could always keep it this way and then go to here and then choose Elementor full width, but you will have to do it manually for every single one. But if you just want your whole website to have 100% full width, you could just choose here, and that's what I'm going to do. If you just don't want it to be like 100% full width for the whole website, you could just go here and do this full width whenever you want, only for that page. So now you could see it's full width section. You could make it boxed, make it full width depending on how you want. I'll show what full width is. Okay, so this image should be shown here. Then we have like one element here, then there's a dash, and then there's the button. So let's get started. So I'm going to click this section. This is called a section. You could you could also like right click on this section, click navigator if you want to see what's in which thing. So in this section there's one column. This is the column. You could actually choose two columns to be in there. You could actually choose like 5 columns to be in there. If you just choose like one column, you could simply just click duplicate around here. You could also choose like this section to be only 20% of this one. This one should be like 30%. So now this 20, 30, and this one is 50. And you could also make it full width so that it is complete to from this edge to this edge. But for this one, we just need one section. So let's click this section, go to style, and you could see it says background. Let's choose classic. You could choose a color if you want, like here, or you could choose an image. So the image which we want to use is, you could just import any image here. You could just drag it or like click upload files and import it. But this image, if I could see which one it is in here, is it this one? Okay, it's this one. You see, and let's click insert. Now you could see it's not complete to the way I want it. So let's click here and go to layout. Let's go to height and let's click minimum height, and you can choose how much you want it. I want it to be like 700 pixels, around this much. Actually it's much more longer than it. You could also make it fit to screen so that for any like screen length it just fits it. But I'll just go for minimum height and go till this one. You could see it's getting repeated. There's one image here, one image here. So we will go back to the section, go to style, and then the position is default. You could make it to center so that it's in center. You could also use the custom ones if you want, but I usually use center, or always use like top right, top left, this thing, if you always want this edge to be at the top left. But for this one I'll just use center. I'll keep no repeat. It's not repeated, but as you can see this color is been showing behind, but we want the size to cover the area. So now it's going to cover this thing whichever way we want. So it's a bit similar, you could see this one. Now the next thing we will do is add a background overlay. So background overlay is so that the text is a bit visible. So I'll just choose the black color, and then you could see can simply just make it darker so that it's visible or easy to read. Now we need to add this text. So I'm going to just copy it instead of doing this. Let's click here. Let's go to that heading. Let's drag it here. You could see that we have to just use it in this area. So we shouldn't be using boxed layout. I mean full width layout. We should use boxed layout. so that this section just shows full, but we want the text to be in this area only. Let's make it white. So once I've imported this, we will go and type here. We are here to. Okay, I just realized that some elements might not be showing because of my webcam, so I'm going to disable it. So, okay, wrong thing. Okay, now everything should be visible pretty nicely. So let's check it. Now the next thing we will do is, once we have typed everything which we need in here, you could also add a link to it. And if you click here, you could make sure that it opens in a new window, or add a no follow, no follow, yep, or any custom attributes. So as you can see, it's a white in color. So we will choose this thing, go to style, text color, and change it to white. You see how it's changed to white? And then we need to know the font. So this font, I'm not sure which one they have used. This way I'm just copying it, but like I want to explain the elements and stuff. So I'll just keep this section at the first one so that you guys don't get confused. So this font is called Montserrat. So let's go in here. Let's click typography, go to this one and type Montserrat. It depends which font you guys want to use. It's up to you. And then they have changed it to like two sections. So we will also do it by actually doing is by duplicating this section and just having nothing in here. And then let's make it a bit more bigger. Something like this. You could also like click this to make it a bit bigger or smaller. Add a line height. Make it a much more bigger. How big have they used? Actually, they have used the complete thing and just actually add a break tag. Nope, they haven't added a break tag. I don't know how they made it, but I'll be using it in my own way. So once that's done, let's just do this thing. That is, go to this column settings, click on style, go on background type, make it complete black, and then click and then make it a bit like opacity is down. The next thing we'll go is click on this section, or actually mm, okay, so the next thing I was thinking of adding a border from like below of this section. For example, you could simply just go here, choose a solid border, and then choose a width from bottom, and then which color is it, green, like make it green to have that effect which they did. But then what's gonna happen is, if you guys use a text editor and use it there, it will not actually be below this one. So to do this perfectly, I'm actually going to delete this section so it's completely full area like this. I'm going to use a section called inner section. Now what that does is it adds a double section inside a column. So let's just reset this one so that it's easier to understand, and then remove the border, none. And then you could see that this has only one column, and we will be adding two columns in it. You cannot keep adding like multiple columns in each one of this. For example, you cannot again add an inner section in this one. It doesn't work that way. And then what we will be doing is simply dragging this thing to the first section like this. Let's make this one full. Use this smaller one as this thing, as the ready to grow business area, and then use the smaller one as border to solid, make it green, add width from bottom. If you like choose this, it will simply just add it on all side. Make sure it is disabled. You see we have added this section. I'm not going to completely make it completely same like this. I can simply just check the color at least. so that we know. And then as you can see, I have chose this color from that thing. So what I'm going to do is to keep this color in mind. I'm going to click this thing and click plus. And then I'm going to call it like global green color. So let's create that. Now that that's done, let's go to this section and add a text editor in not this smaller one but in the bigger one. So you see how there's this section and then there's this section, and we added it in the bigger one so that it's full like this. Let's change it color to, okay, not this one, this thing. Let's select this. Let's change its color to white. Let's again use monster rat like this. Let's choose a font size which we like. I'll just delete this thing and think that this one is yes. I'll make it a bit more smaller. Add something like this thing again. You could just type anything you want, by the way, in here. And then like choose this one, go to advanced, and I'm going to add a padding on top only. So to just add on top only, I'm going to like disable this so that I can simply add it on only top area, so that there's nice amount of space above. So something like this, you see, even though this font is Open Sans which they use, I'm just going to use the same font and see how this goes. And you could also choose the weight which you want, how bold you want this to be, how like light it want you to, if you want to be, you could use it to style it normal, italic, or like default, whichever you want, to make it uppercase, lowercase, capitalized where the first letter of every word is capitalized, or just default. Let's just keep it, okay, why is it italics, and just keep it like this. Okay, so you can see there's a button here. It also like hovers up when doing this thing. So let's go to this thing. Let's type button. Once I've typed button in here, it's done here. Let's see. We want it to be a bit bigger. Uh, how big do we want it to be? Also, you could actually choose however you want, by the way, by using this section, by changing it. But you could also just disable this and use the default ones. So let's make the background color. As you can see, we already know this color has been added in that thing. So if you click here, you could see we have a global green color, and that's already added in this thing. We have to add monster rat in this one. Wrong one. Monster rat. Let's add it like 600 or something. Let's make the weight something like this. Let's add something padding like 50. 50 too much. 30. 30 too much. 15. 20. 20. Then make it 50. 50. uh let's just use this one. Let's see, 15. 15. And then make the size a bit bigger. Let's just use it this way. Now we need a bit spacing between these two. So we will just click this thing, go to add advanced, go to padding, and add some spacing above, so that there's a spacing like this. Obviously we want it to be a bit bigger. This is way too smaller. So what about extra large? But I have choose this. So let's make it to 30 and see 30, 50, 50, 60, 60, 60. Is it way too much? So the padding is way too much for me. Also, this is also way bigger than I want it to be. So let's keep it like 50, 50. Let's keep it to 25 and 25. I think for the time being, I'll just use this. This one is obviously better. Could check these things. They just used the large section and just used a bigger text. So if I just like change its text to like learn more, something like this, and then change its font, letter spacing to like this thing. It might reach like similar colors. Now, one thing in the button section is this is where you will add the text, which is the learn more. Now, I'll show you guys one more thing, but before that, let's just do this thing. I'll show how once you click here, it will automatically scroll to a section, but we will actually need to make one more section for it. Now, let's go to style. If you go to the hover, you will get an hover animation. There's so many options which you can use. You choose the push. This is what it does. The one which I want it to do is, let's see, float. This is the one which I like, float ones. Also, you could actually make it switch colors. So you could actually make it go black like this, and the text go red for some reason, like this thing, like switch the colors completely. You could also add like border and stuff. So as you can see, there's a border here, and then when it's hovered on, its border color changes to, wait a second, have I not chosen border color? This white, and this one is, okay. Why is it changing on both the sides? That's what I'm worried about. This should not be happening, by the way. Okay, the reason why it's happening is if you go to the, this one is for the normal one, but for hover, it also gives an option around here. So now it shouldn't do this. So when you just click here, it goes up this way. So now it's doing this stuff. But let's just disable this thing because it's looking bad. I just press Ctrl Z to like do that, to disable these things. And now it's the default ones. Now you could see we have made the first section pretty quickly. Similar. The next thing is this section. Now for this one, we will be making a 3 by 3 section like this. It has actually white background, and then this icon boxes. For this one, they use like different structures. You see heading, this one and this thing. So let's add an icon box or just icon. You could see I've added icon. Let's do it to the center. We want it to be framed. I'll call it, what do I call it? Okay, I cannot write now. So there's an thing called icon box, which you could use it completely. Instead of doing that, it is this way, but you will actually have like less options to actually make your own design instead of manually creating a single one for each one. So let's go insert a heading. I'll call this one star 1, and then we will add a text thing. I think this one is much more good for like this. See how they have made it. It is way too bigger for us. Let's go to style and like make it smaller, and then use the monster at to everywhere. I'm not going to do like completely same as this guys. I'm just going to show you the features so that it's easier to understand instead of completely showing how to make that website. You could see this is the heading. You could choose which one you want it to be, H1, H2, where you want it to like be, keep a like, what you call, add a URL for it. And if you want a column to be clickable, for example, it should be link. If you want a column to have link instead of like just this section, then you will have to add install a plugin called clickable. It's called clickable something something. Let me just check it on my website. If you go into the plugins and then check which one we want it to be, make columns clickable, this one. That way you could make this whole section a link instead of just having these elements as links. Now you could see how it's done. There's like the star, this stuff. But for this one, I will add padding from all sides. So something like this, and then add a white background to this one. We will not be seeing the white background because it's already having a white background in here. I'll just delete these two sections and then duplicate these two. Now one thing I will do is the primary color. Let's check which one it is, this one, right? So I will make it to global green color. This one will also be the global green color. This will also be the global green color, and this one will be like star heading font. I'll just switch it for now. Star heading font, star heading font. And also, let's say if I make a section around like this way here, I can simply just go here, choose this color, and choose this font to make it like having this element structures around here. Now here thing you now you could see that I have using same global font colors for this sections, global font for this section. Now this there's a reason why I'm using this thing. Before doing that, I'll just show this thing. So if we go to section, just let's not link it and let's start it pulling up. Could see how it's doing this thing. It's going above the section which we want it to go. So something like this, the way they have done it. The only thing which I would like to show you is there's a z index, right? So whichever will have the higher number will be shown on up. For example, if I increase this z index of it to like 1, then you could see it's going above this section. But then if I now you could see I cannot click around here, so I'll just go to navigator and then choose the second section, which is this one, and make its z index to 2, so that now is shown above this one. You see how it works. So the higher the number, the highest this section will be shown, or the top will be that area, that section. Now there's a reason I'll be using global colors for like similar items. Also don't make sure also make sure to only use like the global colors to similar elements, because I'm going to show you this thing. Now if you go to this settings, then click around here and click site settings, you can see that there's a global colors and global fonts. Let's click global colors. There's global green color which we made. I'm gonna click it, and now you will see how I can simply just change it to anyone which I want instead of manually changing it one and one. So let's say if you have 20 page websites and each 21 of them have this design. So instead of manually changing it one by one, if I just change it here, it will also change it to all other 19 pages websites. So you don't need to like keep changing it again and again. Same with the font things. You can just go to the star settings. You could see I can simply change it instead of manually doing it at all. So I'm just gonna discard this so that we don't have to like change the font colors or styles which is happening in here. Now you could see this is the second element which we are going to make. So let's go and add two of it because we need two. One thing I would like to show is this box layout. Let's see how it's called boxed. You could actually choose how boxed you want it to be. This one isn't going like towards the complete left because this section, this inner section isn't set to full width. Or you could simply just choose how boxed you want this area to be. And if you just clip it blank, it will be set to whatever you set it on the customize this section. Where is it? Whichever you set it in the customize section for like in the OceanWP theme. Also, you can see there are small border lines around these things, which we'll be adding in this one also. Let's go to the column settings, add a solid background. Let's add it only for 1 pixels and make it black. And this is way too dark, so let's just keep it around this color. So now there is actually a border around here, so I can just copy this, the style of this column, and paste it. You could see how now everyone has this border. You could also make it to anything. For example, if I did some changes in here, made it something like this size, so I can just copy and paste style, and now everyone will have the same one like this. So next section, settings. Where were we? Okay, this thing. There's a spacer here, there's this thing. Now this one just needs to add the elements and stuff. You could see one element, two element, this thing, three, four elements. So on the left side, we will be adding a header, another header. Then we will adding this thing, divider. Once divider, there's this section called text editor, and then there's the button. Even though I'm showing you by adding one element at a time like this, the other way to do is like using a header, then making the changes, this like saying this is the header 2, and doing everything which you have to do for it, like changing it to monster rat, making it the header, then using the text editor around here, doing its changes, and then adding the image, which is this one like this, by doing one by one. Or you could just simply add the elements like this and then do changes one by one. But this is the way I do it. I add one element, then I do the second element, I do the third element. So support and guidance, let me just copy this. Let's go to the style, let's add the monster rat. Could see it's added. And let's add the heading, which is business has only two functions. Let's use, if you don't want to like choose monster at every time, you could go to like the customize and change the main font to monster at, so that you don't need to choose it every time you're doing it. For example, if you go to the typography, go to body, then change it to monster at. This one, then everything will be changed to monster at by default. So if I just refresh it, it will automatically be switched to monster at by default. You see no difference in the font even after choosing it. So this one is this big, there's some padding around in front of it. You could add a spacer in it. What I like to do is like to add a padding above this one. So let's say around this one, I'll add 10 here. And then this thing, which is a divider, we will make it a bit smaller, make its color to the global green color, and then make its weight a bit bigger like this. So now we have created this area almost, except that thing. To do this, we will go to the column area, choose the element which they have used, which is this thing. Let's insert it. You can see how bad it looks. So let's just change the repeat to no repeat. Then I will choose it to be at the top left, or I can choose it to be at the top right if I want to make it this way. It depends how you want it to be. You see, top left. Also, I'll be adding some spacing on top of it so that it's not just connecting it. I think margin would be the best option. I'll add like 50 margin around there so that it's not connected to it. Second thing which we have in here is we believe in perfection and creativity. Let's make it smaller, it's too big. And then there's the font, there's the image which we'll be using is this girl's image. And then I'll be using the divider section again. Instead I will just copy it and then paste it and then make its width higher, change the gap to 0, change the width to lower ones. Now you can see how it's looking. You could see there's a bit difference in this one, obviously because we will be changing its color to like this one. And then if you want, you could just change the widget spaces to 0 so that there is no space between it, and then you could manually add more space depending on how you want. Actually this way. So this section is having this space, this section having this much spacing, this section having this much spacing, something like this. You could actually make it, but for the time being we will be using the default ones. So we have already created this section easily, except this one. Where is it? The background color, there we go. Make it to like medium sections, add some hover effect. uh, let's add shrink like this. So you can see how I can make a website simply from Elementor. It's completely by just like drag and dropping. And usually what I'd like to do is when I started learning, I simply copied other websites. But obviously copying will give you like copyrighted issues. So I just used to do that for my like own sites where it isn't going to be using for anything. It was just for my practice and stuff. But you could use other sites for your reference to create a good website. Next section we will see is this thing. You could see how it's looking. There's like this sections having numbers which will actually, if I'm not wrong, they should, let's check. Wait, actually I will need to check the page. These numbers will actually start from 0 and go up. You see how they go up. Also, I think we forgot to show some steps, so I'll show one thing. Here I'll click this thing, go to advanced, and every effect will have this option. It's called motion effect. So while entrance, you could like choose to fade it in. I think fade in up will be what I'll be using. I'll add like, wait, not 10, not this one. In motion effect, we'll be adding like 100 millisecond difference. In this one, we will add like 200 millisecond difference. And this one, we will add fade in up 300 millisecond difference. So it's like after 100 millisecond this will show, after 200 this will show, this, and after 300 this will show. Also there's a responsive tab. It means I don't want to see it on desktop, if I don't want to see it on tablet, if I don't want to see it on mobile, or if I just don't want to see it but you want to keep it here for later purposes. So let me show you how it will look. You see how it looks? It goes a bit one by one when starting the website. So okay, let's make the next panel, which is this one. It is a full width section with 4 panels. So let's make that. You can see there's number, this thing, and border on the bottom side. So this one we will be using countdown. Okay, there's the counter, and that's simple what we'll be using. Let's add like 1000. Okay, you could add like number prefix, you could add number suffix. I'll just say clients. Then we will actually, the number typography, we will be making it a bit smaller. It's way too big right now. And then the title to be a bit like bolder, if that's the right word. Want it to be a bit bold. Make it black, something like this. I'll just be showing this for like just for this tutorial. I'm not going to like do everything perfectly. I want to show most of those things with good understanding instead of creating it better right now. I want you guys to understand the elements instead of actually creating the perfect website which you guys will just copy. I don't want you guys to just copy. I want, for first time you will actually have to copy if you haven't done anything. But I also want you guys to understand in a way that if you want to create any other website, you will know, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to not do, or stuffs like that. Let's add some padding on it. So this is the padding. Now you can see there's an element around this way, some like mountain and stuff. So for this one, I'll just add a minimum height so that we have this much height available. Go to style, go to background, and choose the details like this. And keep it to center so that there's some mountains in here. Also, you could also keep the attached to be scroll actually fixed so that when you scroll it the mountain stays there, but when you scroll it just changes this way. You could make it that way also. There's borders in this section, so if I don't want to do the borders actually, but this is just the way we did it, or it's shown there. So it's on the bottom. Choose the global color and you could see how it's there. I'll just like copy. Okay, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. uh huh? How did we copy the divider if we haven't used it? Okay, I think it didn't use it this way. Also, why is the title not showing? It is glitching for me for some reason. It should be fixed automatically. Let's add something different, like 200, 250, like 10, something like this. 10 minus clients, that's a not good thing to hear. But solid, let's add it on the left section. Let's add the global color. We are adding much more, like much more like heavy color, heavy green color, not color, the heavy sticks, what it is called, having much more weight on it than being like slim sticks and stuff. So for this one I'll just do this thing, paste style, paste style. Oh, I have to actually do this thing, paste style, because I have added padding in here but there isn't padding in this way. So I'll just do this. Yeah, I'll just do this instead of having borders on everywhere. Or I could simply just go to this way and then change whichever I want it to be by doing it quicker like this. This doesn't look good. Add it on the top. I guess this is okay. It's completely random. I haven't been thinking to make it a good design or anything. You could see something's missing in here for some reason. It says clients, right? Why isn't it showing clients? Okay, there we go. And we can also add entry feature if you want to be like entering, if this want to be entered in a different spacing, different way, just to like pop up by having some motion effects like fade in one by one or stuff. So we added this section easily without any issues. The next one is just 4 images and this thing. I think we can easily make this stuff because I've already showed it and I also don't want to show it again and again. The same stuff, but let's show this section and this section. Okay, so 4 images. So if we want 4 images in this one, we can use a gallery plugin also if we want to. So let's try. Do we have same size images? Are these same size images? Okay, screw it. Let's just try anything and see if we get same size images or not. Let's do 2 columns and let's do it full. Now we have like different sizes of this gallery. The way they have done is using single images and adding it 4 times. I'll also do it that way to show you guys. But you could also see what this can be done. You could add some spacing and then you cannot add the hover effect on it. That's the problem on this one. You cannot add the hover effect. You could do this thing though, at least having a gallery. But the way they have done is they have added an inner section in it so that they can add 2 different elements in this one. They added image in it like this. Choose one image. It's okay. Let's in this image we will go to style, and in the hover option they have chosen to shrink it. So now you can just paste it, paste it, so that now you can add different 4 images in it easily like this. Okay, I added the same elements twice. This one, you could see these two are smaller, that's why they aren't lining up perfectly. But yeah, I'm not gonna like fix it. And you can see this the same thing, support and guidance, content driven design. You could simply just copy it from this way. From here, type paste, copy, paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Now I can make it that it's actually in the middle by having vertical things in middle. Then there's the checklist. Okay, I don't remember. Is it called list? It's called icon list, which they have used. I will actually remove this, and then you could add any text here if you want here. For example, I'll just add this one. Could make it in the middle, left side, anyway. If you want the divider, which I haven't used. Okay, this there will be a line between every single one. That's what it means. The icon color, you could change it to the hover color for if you want something different to be hovered. So this way they have added it, a bigger ones, and then they have added a button like this. So you can see how easier it is to make a website for you easily without any issues. We actually need a bit more padding on top and bottom. So let's say on 50. Now this one isn't line up because you can see how it's looking from up and below like this. I'll just actually reduce the gap in here. So you can see how it's looking right now. We're obviously making the same website, but I'm showing you the elements, how to use those. Just let me know if I'm going too fast or not, because it's been like more than 1 hour and my voice is trying to give up on me. Now this one is just a portfolio. It's done the same way, which we did this section and then added 2 elements on top of it. We just use this one element. Let's just copy and paste it. Let's make it in the middle. Let's copy and paste it. Something like this. Call it portfolio. Let's keep it in the middle. You could see there's a nice background color in this one to give it a differentiation between this section and this section. So we will be doing that too. We'll go here and choose this one color, a bit off white for us. Then use like padding on, like let's say 80 and bottom 80. And then we can simply add inner section. You can simply make it like 4 by 4 if we want, and then add the images for the portfolio. So something like this if you guys want to do it, and then just duplicate this section. So now we have a portfolio section. There's way many ways to do this. You simply use a gallery, or you could install a plugin called Premium Add-ons for Elementor, and it has a really good gallery plugin on it, which actually has like much more options than these simple ones. And you can see we can add the button easily. These are the pricing plans, and they made it manually, but there's also an option called pricing. Okay, for this one they haven't made it free in Elementor free version, but if you can just install any other plugins, like if you go to my sites, if you go to my site at this section, go to this Elementor plugins, you could find this ones like essential add-ons. This has like 65, so 35 elements are available for free version. The premium add-on is my favorite one. This one is also my favorite one. Happy element add-ons has like cool effects for your elements and stuff. You could use these extra elements to have more options in here. New elements will be added in here if you use those plugins. This one has been manually made by them. This one is, we will be adding this one is just easy. This is just button and stuff which we used, icon list, text editor, the heading stuff. So I'm not going to show this because we have already done this one. It's easier. Just you could see there's like 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, and then done this, having a black background on this, white background on this. That's what they have done. So I'll be showing this element instead, so that we actually make some progress. Let's go and make it have some minimum height, somewhat around this one. Have a background, let's say like this thing. Okay, this is not a good background. What they have used a human, which makes much more sense than this food thingy. Which one? Okay, we will use this thing instead. Let's make it to cover this thing. Add a green overlay on it. So they use like green overlay. Which color did they use? Did they use this one? Nope. This is way too dark. I mean bright. So let's use this. Then they use these two sections, which we can simply just copy, and actually let's just delete this one, add it, paste, make it white in color, call it testimonials. Use like inner section area, and then use the testimonial widget. Make the background white in color so it's easier to read, and then you could simply just use the testimonial widgets to have like the faces and stuff of people, and then changing the typography to whichever you want. This primary, okay, why am I using this one? So okay, monster rat, something like this, and then just duplicate this one. You can just delete this one, have some spacing between these columns by having some gaps between them. Actually it's not working in this way, so you will have to use margins, something like this, so there's a gap between them. And then you could simply just add paddings on this section so that it's a bit bigger. Just to copy, just to paste style, and then we have this one, a testimonial section. We just need to make it a bit more bigger, something like this. And you could also add many more elements in this one. I'll also add some padding on this one, something like 50. I think doing this way will actually add more testimonials. Have like padding on like top 50, have padding in the bottom, so it actually fills up the space and has like nice breathing room. Then there's the logo companies which you want to. So this one is just using a single section, using the, which one it is called, gallery, this one, basic gallery, using the full section. Let's add all the companies, create new gallery, insert gallery, only show. So we have 4 ones, so we actually want to show just 3. Okay, I just realized this is not the one they have used. We have to use the carousel actually. Just delete this one. The carousel, let's add 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's insert it, and now you could see it's been added. Do it full width. You could choose how many it should be shown, 4 or 5, and that's how it's done. Now there's a lot more elements in this one, but this way I was just showing how to create a business website for you guys. And the way it is done is by using your own, what you call, like learning Elementor, instead of like just copying me. So I wanted to like show you guys how to use the Elementor and stuff pretty well, and then using the laziest way and the bigger way. So the laziest way is to like import a plugin, import a template and do the changes on your own by changing this images and stuff, you can see. But this one is the other way of making the website, which is manually changing any design. I did copy this design to make it so that I have a reference point to make a website instead of going in blindly and having no idea what to make today. So I hope this video helped you guys. This is all I'm going to show you guys, and there's many more add-ons and stuff in this one, like Google Maps, icons, stuff, but usually it's just basic ones. You could see the counter, there's progress bar in it. It just shows this stuff. And I'm going to create a Elementor beginner tutorial, which I want to show like all elements of it, free version elements of it, so that you could actually understand every part of those elements. But the goal of this was to show you guys how you can make a website completely without only just having this Elementor stuff, and how like you could use its features to make one website, and to show how much I can show. But I'm confused what I'm saying, but I wanted to show like what I can create by just copying pasting stuff, and just like seeing a reference, and how you can make another website similar to it. Just don't copy it completely, you can get a reference from other sites and help it to understand you. And the main goal was to show you guys how the elements work, how we can make it, and I tried to do it as fast as possible. So let's see if this helps you guys. If it shows any problem to you or anything, just give me a criticism in the description, in the comment, and I'll make sure to like improve it in the next video. I'll go slow or anything which you guys want me to do. So yeah, that's all. And also, if you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you like, share, subscribe, or any other those YouTuber things. And also my affiliate links are in description. If you guys decide to buy it from it, I would appreciate it, as it would help me to like continue these videos. Thank you.